Hi guys, happy Wednesday. I'm gonna let you guys all get signed in and we're gonna get our day started. How's everybody doing? I am doing good, but I have had killer allergies this week. I mean, brutal. My eye was killing me. I almost came on here with no makeup. Nobody has time for that. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I don't know. It was a mess. It's that time of year. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to take some good eye drops and get on with it. So, hello. Welcome in. You found me. We're just going to kind of chit chat for a minute, wait for people to get signed on. I'm going to get signed on myself so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so par usual, Pam helped me figure out my life, okay? I was complaining about this new setup and the light and all that, blah, 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 and she was like, just sit at the other end of the table. And I was like, why didn't I think of that? She's a genius. She helps me out a lot. So here we are. Who knew, right? Go, Pam. Anyway, you gotta laugh at me. I have issues. Okay. Well, I think part of it is I flipped my table. So now I'm on a super small spot instead of the big long part. And I need a lot of room for this. So I don't want to keep moving the table, but we're going to work it out today. We're going to work this out because the lighting is better. I can use my mat. It just solves so many things. So I have actually some good information for you tonight, which is exciting. I don't know who's been checking out the sales for the last chance products, but we got some good stuff here, some good information. So first of all, in May, once the new catalog comes out, our in colors for 2022 to 2024 are retiring. So if you don't know what those are, Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, I love this one, super sad it's going, and Orchid Oasis. That's the 5 colors that are going to be leaving our color story. So these are still available. And actually, if you don't have the stamp pads and you need all of them, they are in a bundle, so it's like getting 1 stamp pad for free. So it's a great deal. So check that out. Next, the stamp set that we are featuring tonight. Trying to get the glare off it. Super cool. I will pan down and give you a closer view. Hi, Pam. This is 50% off. So once you see me use it, you're going to be obsessed. You're going to need it if you don't already have it. And if you do have it, I fully want you to pull it out and play with it because it was so fun. I didn't just do 1 card, I did 2. So, you know, that's the way it goes. So, and then the third thing I wanted to tell you about what was on sale or retiring is this paper pack. Let me, super cute prints. I used this paper pack with both cards tonight. This is the, I wrote it down because we all know my brain, Delightfully Eclectic 12 by 12 designer series paper. It's normally $30 a pack because it's a big thick pack of it, but it's 50% off, so $15. And I mean, it's got great colors in it. It's got florals, patterns, lemons, pretzels, alphabet, you know, like eclectic. It's got everything. So I wanted to point those out because it's a great deal and I didn't want you to miss out on it. And so that's my information. If you have any other questions about that, just message me and I'll get y'all your questions answered and I'll hook you up if you need help, whatever you need. I'm your girl, right? So let's get on to the card. So this is the first card I made with this set. It's "You Are So Super." How cute is that? A little pretzel moment. Hey Sherry, how you doing? And then here's the second card. Hey there. It's just a cute note card. I put love in there with some soda pop. How cute is that? It's giving like 80 vibes. And I used the, on the ice cream card, I used the in colors that are going out. So I thought, you know, it all kind of coordinates with my life. So this is what we're doing today. Two for, if it was a Tuesday, I'd say it was 2 for Tuesday, but it's Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday. Who knew? Anyway, let me get signed in. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and eventually I will, you know, make sure. I know you guys are on, so you can see me. But this is going to help me set up our lives here. All right, there we go. We're in. All right, so I'm going to flip down. Let me see. You guys are chatting. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? Hey, Terry. The gang's all here. So I'm going to figure out this situation now that I'm at the end of the table. And it's going to take me a minute. So chat amongst yourselves, and I will get this going. Here we go. I'm going to flip down. If you get seasick, don't look. Okay. That's the easy part. I gotta move my tablet. I gotta move this. Okay, the glare is good, so we solved that problem. Look at Pam, I took your advice. And now we're gonna be good to go. I think that'll work. Let me figure out. Do I need to go higher? Higher. Okay. Mental note. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna stick this. Now that's so far away I can't see it. I'll put it over here and just look at it. Okay, I got my life together. We're good. Okay, so I have 2 bundles tonight because we're going to be doing 2 cards for our Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday. That's official. We're going to hashtag it. Actually, I think I got that from somewhere. I don't think I'm that original. Okay, so our first card, we're going to do the ice cream card. And here is the stamp set, just so you can see it a little bit better. Wonderful. Okay, so this is super, super, super duper easy. And basically, I'm just using the in colors, but I did grab a lemon lolly because I wanted that rainbow and we needed one more color for that. So let me pull in my stuff. Okay, we're gonna start with our, actually it goes that way. We're gonna start with our card base. Give that a good smush. I'm going to put that to the side, and I think we're going to stamp first. Now for this card, I went ahead and cut 2 of the same sizes. So one is for inside and one is for outside, but you could absolutely do a 3 or 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside of your card. I just figured why waste the paper. I'm going to be finishing it off with a, like this, with a strip of Designer Series, so I didn't need to fill the whole thing with white. So that's why I did it, but you do you. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna block up our ice cream. Here we go. And this is a lot of, this would be a really great project if you were doing multiples, because you could dip in each ink and like stamp off 10 and then clean it and dip the next one. So this is a good repeat stamping, I'm going to call it, card. So we're going to dip into our ink. Let me make sure I'm on. I'm a little bit off the paper. We're going to start at the edge, and I like to go sideways because it helps me line up the top and the bottom. I make sure I have it straight. Okay, so there's our first one. Now I am going to just clean off as I go because we're only doing these one of each color. So I don't want to dip into the sweet sorbet and then go into the lemon lolly because then you create a mess. I mean, you can fix it if that happens, but it's better if it doesn't. So that's your tip for the day. And happily, I remembered that tip. Now, if you're worried about getting them spaced evenly, you can do the ends, then do the middle, and then stamp in between. I'm going to try it. We're going to see if I can manage this evenly. Okay, there's the yellow. It's super light, but it shows up with all of them, so in person. On camera it does too. It's okay. So now we got our parakeet party. This is another really fun, bright. These are kind of like, they're not quite neon. I wouldn't call this a neon, but they're very bright. I'm actually sad that they're going. Okay. Now. Ooh, there is a glare. So even though it looks like I'm hovering, I gotta pull it close, guys. Hold on. Okay. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, I'd like it to be semi kind of put together. Now this next color is dark, so I'm not going to clean off the stamp because pretty much the paper's taken the ink, but if it was something light, you don't want that residual. Okay, so let me see. Gosh, it's hard to do this from above. Okay. All right, see, I don't know, we may second do this. When I did my first one, I did the ends first, then I did the middle, then I stamped the ice cream, you know, the middle parts, I guess you would say. And it came out perfectly spaced. But, you know, I'm on camera, so let's change the formula. I don't know why. It's just the way I do things. My brain just goes la 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 la. And that's what I do. All right, I gotta bring this in front of me. Yeah. All right. So there's how that came out. Let's try it one more time. Now, if you guys have a trick for this that is not what I'm about to show you, please tell me. Is there an easier way? So I'm going to ink up the light blue first, and I'm going to stamp that one on the end. Okay? Now, we're going to go back to our red. Or, sorry, not red, but sweet sorbet. It's kind of like a cherry pink. Definitely giving cherry vibes to me. Okay. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the first one now. And I'm going to get that. Now, first of all, That's already spaced better than my first attempt because it's on the edge. So there we go. We have the ends established. Now next you want to get the middle part in the middle. So let me grab that parakeet party one more time. Yeah, Terry, it's much easier if you do it like this. Because I really thought I could, because I was feeling confident from today making the cards. I was like, oh, I got this, but yeah, no, it's really hard to do. Okay, so now we're going to get it in the middle. I have to pull it in front of me. Sorry, guys. The cool thing is the stamp sticks to the paper so you can see it, okay? So there's that. Now there's two cool things about this. Let's say your paper isn't quite long enough, or you started, you know, and they overlap a little bit here. It's gonna look like you meant to do it. And because you're graduating the colors, I think it'd be great. So that's another, like, if you do it in this method where you do the ends, then you do the middle, then you do the middle parts, I think you're gonna find that even if it overlapped, it's not gonna matter. So that's my personal opinion, but you know, I know what I'm talking about. All right, I gotta do it in front of me again. Here we go. Now it just fits in between the red and the green. See? Bam. See, I had a method, and if I had just went with the method in the first place. But I make mistakes so you don't have to, and that's why I did that. It was purposeful, totally. Totally. Okay, here we go. Last one. And there you go. Look at that. So that's way different. So that's how you do it. If you want to line them up, and even if they overlap a little, like I said, it'll look like you meant to do it. Like this, it would look like that. But because these aren't evenly spaced, it kind of looks funny to me, overlap, just the two. So anyway, all right. That's how you do that. I'm glad we figured it out. Now we are going to stamp our sentiment, which for this one, this is just a little card, so we're going to use the hay there. Block. Okay. And because it's so light over on the yellow, that's where I'm going to put my sentiment, because I think it'll pop the best. Just put it over these, try to get it straight, and boom. There we go. So now we have to do the inside of the card, and I'm just going to flip over the one that I made the mistake on. And we're going to do a soda on the inside. I don't know why, if it's the lettering, the colors, or what, but this reminds me of Anne Frank from the 80s. Is that her name? I think so. Just gonna ink up in a little parakeet party. Stamp a soda. And then we haven't used Orchid Oasis, so let's try that one. Am I in frame? I am. There we go. 2 sodas, one for you and your bestie. And then I just kind of like love inside because I like to write stuff. So there you go. Just send in some love. And then we're just going to put this card together. Oh Lord, I'm getting ink all over myself. Here we go. A little bit of sweet sorbet. Maybe I'll put it up here. There we go. Okay. So what do you think of the in colors? Are you okay with them going? Are you sad? Is one of them your favorite go-to? Tell me what you think about it. I am sad to see them go. I will say that. I gotta get the ink off my fingers, guys. Ah! Well, the best I can anyway. All right, let's see. Hello, Brenda. Welcome in. I'm glad you found us. Sorry, every once in a while I check, guys, so I am trying to keep up with the chat. Here we go. So we have our card base, and what we're gonna do, get my life organized here. We're just gonna matte glue our designer series paper. Kind of cool. It's going with that rainbow vibe. Look at the back. We're going to use that next, the pretzel design. Okay. Let me make sure I have it opened right. Okay. Before I lay it down. Now, on my example, I went ahead and popped up this panel. You don't have to. I just liked it. Since we weren't doing a lot of ribbon or embossing or anything like that, I thought, why not? What's up, Jackie? You okay, Bubba? Jackson is down by the door, and the girls, my 2 dogs, are outside the door, and they're playing footsie under the door. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so I made this kind of like a trim on the bottom and top. And then while we have it out, I'm just going to take some of our in color resin dots. Oh, here I am struggling. Where is my pick? Oh, I know why. There's no sticky on that one. Here we go. So you always want a little bling, right? Just a little bit. Did I get it? Yes, it's sticky. Let's see. Where do I want this? Maybe here. Perfect. I don't know. My other ones I think are placed a little better, and I have mini ones too. But you get the idea. Put the bling on it. So now we're going to cover up our oopsie on the inside. And then just put a little, I think I'm going to tuck that underneath. Go, 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 go. Come on. There we go. Nobody's going to know. There we go. All right. There it is, guys. What do you think of that card? Super cute, right? Or super cool, just like the stamp set said. Okay. So that's our first card. Super easy. We're just making the paper and the ink work for us. Now we're going to go on to the second card. I'm using that Designer's Series paper again. We're actually using the back side. So rainbows on one side, pretzels on the other. Peanut Gallery, be quiet. Anyway, so I just thought this repeat stamping was super cute. And then we have our pretzels. And then on the inside, you are so super. Look how cute that is. I'm obsessed. That, and I think I'm hungry and want a pretzel. So, you know, the struggle is real. Now this is card bases that I had, but I cut it down to the A2 size, and it's craft paper. But I thought it went with the whole vibe. I would say this is a masculine card. Tell me what you think. There are no twigs nor berries, however. Guys like food. So that's where I'm going with that. Okay, now for this one, instead of matting it, which you absolutely could do, you could take this and frame it, right? But I just thought for, you know, it's kind of funky paper and I wanted a different look. So I'm going to glue my Designer Series paper to the top right corner, leaving an edge like this. And then when we do our stamped focal point, I'm going to kitty corner that. This really, oh, hello. We're going to have a visitor, I think. Jackson, say hi. No, he's just watching the show, guys. Oh, no, I lied. Okay, all right, come on. You got to move, Mommy. I can't have you here right now, okay? I'm sorry. I love you. Here. Sit there. Sit down. Be a good boy. He's spoiled. Can you tell? Okay. So I'm going to get this part done first. We're just going to glue this in place. Then we'll do our stamping and finish up. Anyway, where was I? I am the type of person, I love everything diagonal, kitty cornered. I guess because I really can't hang things straight. So this just speaks to my inner soul. My husband, everything has to be matchy-matchy and even. So I drive him nuts. Like pictures, I want them diagonal, down the wall, or like, you know, the card. Things are never straight with me. That's just the way it is. It's fine. You get the point. All right, so there's that part. But you do your card however you want. If that drives you nuts, just frame it out. No problem. Okay, this is our insides. Here is our stamp. Now for this one, we're gonna do some play with, basically what I did, I grabbed all my browns. I'm going to stamp the pretzel and cinnamon cider. To me, that just was the color that they used for the pretzel, and maybe it's not quite, but it just, for me, that was the pretzel, okay? We're just gonna go with it, guys, because that's what my brain told me to do. All right. So first we're gonna put our pretzels. And then we're gonna do our stamped sentiment. I just like the way I graduated it down the page. It's a little off, but I think it'll be all right. So I have a funny story to tell you about pretzels. So we all know and love Miss Jamie from the lives. She is my craft Vanna, my bestie, you know. Well, we have this thing for soft baked pretzels. Wherever we go, if they have them, we usually end up buying them. This is probably why I have a little bit of a weight problem, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, so where we live, every street has a Walmart. I don't know if your town is like that or if it's just ours, but there's a Walmart on, I live in between the Walmart on Craig and the neighborhood market Walmart on Ann and Simmons, okay? She lives literally right next to the Decatur Walmart. So we have our choice and we all go to our, you know, whatever one we're gonna go to. So let me backstart. So in her Walmart, we call it her Walmart because she lives right next to it. They got a Wetzel's pretzels, okay? So they get this Wetzel's pretzels, and I hadn't been to her Walmart in a while. And we went there, and I was like, oh my gosh, Jamie, they have Wetzel's pretzels there. And I waited. I did not get a pretzel because I waited for her because this is our thing. We get pretzels. We are the pretzel friends. We are pretzel girlies, okay? Pretzel. I cannot stress enough pretzel. So I wait for her because I am a good friend and I do not get a pretzel because we're going to go and bond over this food. So I tell her about it and we're going to go. And you know what she says, girls? She says, oh yeah, it's been there a while and they have an app where you can get free pretzels. Mike and I, that's her husband, go all the time. What? You went without me? And you did not think to tell me that they had these delicious pretzels just waiting there for everybody? And they're free? We almost broke up. I'm not gonna lie. We almost broke up. I was salty for a minute. No pun intended. I got over it. We went and got the free pretzel. I felt much better. True story of my life, guys. I couldn't make that up if I tried. Okay. Now I'm going to stop being silly. Okay, I'm going to stand. That's what I'm going to do so that you can see what I'm doing. So you need to come above so that you can see through. You stamp your sentiment, okay? Do your first one the darkest. Now, if you do not have a bunch of browns, let's just say you have crumb cake and early espresso, you could double stamp this. So there's still ink on there, and I'm just going to do it on the back of this. See how it's lighter? Let me make sure I'm in frame. So you could do it like that. You don't have to have every color ink to do this. But since I had the ink, I figured we might as well see how different they are. So this one, so the first one was early espresso. This is copper clay. And I felt like these were good transitions. So just kind of, they don't have to be super perfect. And if you have a stamping platform where you can keep sliding it down, you could absolutely do that. All right, so the next one is pecan pie. I'm kind of throwing caution to the wind and not wiping it off. I may regret this later in life, but right now I'm feeling good about my choices, so we'll just go with it. All right, so just eyeball. And you can see on my first one, like my spacing wasn't perfect. And the pecan pie and the copper clay are very similar. They are like one little tiny decimal shade different, but they are different, so I will allow it. Lord, I'm getting my workout today, girls. I'm up, down, whoa, and I'm falling. Okay, here we go. The struggle is real, guys. Okay, so that one, what color is this? Wild wheat. So you get the idea. Graduating, we're doing that ombre effect, and then the last one, which is the crumb cake is pretty light, and we're coming out in the new catalog with a basic beige, which I'm really excited. I pre-ordered some so we could play with that. But since I do not have that now, I'm gonna do the crumb cake. And then immediately double stamp. And you can barely see on this one, but it's there, I promise. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. You can see it on camera. So that is how I did that. Now you'll notice it's not perfect, it's not spaced, but I'm not super fussed about it. I think it looks pretty good. So there you go. There's that. Now, before we go to the inside, I can go ahead and just glue this down. Aren't these cards easy and so stinking cute? I love this paper. I had to tell you because I was like 50% off. This is the coveted, you know, those of you who've been eyeballing things and, you know, life, what are you going to do? You're like, this is your moment. That's what I'm telling you. But then I have other friends that are like, yeah, but I'm excited about the new stuff. It's a struggle. The struggle is real. And I'm just going to put some gold sequins on there. Kind of goes with the brownness, right? Okay, let me flip this over. Now, what did I do on the inside? Oh yeah, that's right. I just stamped super in that early espresso and then put a little thingy bobber in there. Let me see if I can hold that down. So who has this set? Who's going to check out this set? And, sorry, I can't stamp and talk at the same time. It's just too much for my brain. Who has this set? Who's obsessed with this? Who's going to use this? And what do you think of that paper? It's pretty cute. There we go. We got our pretzels. Are you guys getting excited about the card making live this Saturday? I am. And actually, I have to give it up to the Postal Service because I think pretty much everybody got it on time. I haven't heard from every single packet, but that's okay. There's certain people like Miss Cheryl. I always look for Cheryl to get hers because for whatever reason, going to Missouri takes longer than going to Maryland. I don't know why. It just is. But Cheryl, you got yours. It said it was going to be there on the 8th. You told me you got it, I believe, on the 8th. So that was super exciting. I hate when someone doesn't get it because I try so hard to mail them in enough time and, you know, do all the things. I don't want anyone to be disappointed. So here we go. Let me get the other card. Look at that, guys. Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday. Who knew? This is a thing. Oh, here it is. I couldn't find the card. I was like, well, I lost it. Here we go. So those are our cards. If you hear that, that's just my husband doing dishes. It sounds really dramatic, but it's just because he can't hear how loud he's banging them. He can't help it. Okay. I am going to try to flip up and we will chit chat for a bit. And that is the plan. Oh, here, just in case. You can go in the annual catalog or online and put Delightfully Eclectic and see the patterns that this paper comes in. But super cute. I'm throwing things around. Okay, here we go. Move this out of the way. My goodness. I will someday figure out my life, guys. I promise. Okay. I'm back. Okay. I did it. I did it. I dropped stuff, but I did it. I did not, however, take into account that I have to stand. So, or I stood for this one. So I kept hitting the back thing because I pulled the table, but whatever. We didn't have glare. We made it through. It's Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday. What are you going to do? So, okay, let me see. Does anyone have anything they'd like to tell me? There's a lot of chit chat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go through all that. Do you love it, Terry? You have the paper? I think, Pam, you'll have some too. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of nice. I'm trying to highlight the stuff that's on sale, and I do go on and make sure it's still on sale. I don't want to give you bad information, but it is on sale. It is available. And yes, my kitty, he's very helpful. Right now, he's trying to tear the blinds off the window. Gotta love that. Jackson, come here. Come here. He's looking at me like caught. Aw, thank you, Pam. You're so awesome. I appreciate it. I try real hard. Sometimes it's a raging success, and other times we don't talk about it. I don't know. I'm crazy. I think it's the allergy medicine. We're going to go with that. Jackson, Terry says hi. He's so cute. He just looked at me and went, like, hey. I act like he's human. What are you going to do? All right, I am going to go. We will be back Friday. Friday, we are going to be doing the, I think the name of it is On the Bay or Ocean. Or is it here? It's not here. It's over there. But it's going to be an ocean card, and I have a cute fun fold for that. So I'm super excited. So I will see you on Friday. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sherry. Seaside Bay. What would I do without you? So Seaside Bay. And that's what we're going to be working with. So I will see you then.